Well, hello. Today I have an unboxing. It is the Love Doki book. It's the Discagenda. It's new. There was a pre-order until January 29th, and then they shipped, I feel like it shipped, or maybe it's the 26th, and it shipped like just a couple days afterwards. I don't know. I feel like I got this package from Hong Kong in like 3 or 4 days. So it was pretty incredible. I was expecting to wait a really long time, and it was here in like 3 days or something. So I'm pretty excited, and I wanted to open it and show you. I first saw it on Vegan Organizer's video where she like showed the website, so I immediately went to the website and I saw it. And I wasn't really like looking to buy anything plannerish, and I think I said that in my last video. I was pretty happy with my Marian Smith, which I still am, but this combined a couple of things that I really loved, which is rose gold and a disc system. And I use a disc-bound agenda or a disc-bound planner as my work planner. I'm a teacher, and I've been using it for several years, the ARC system, and it's fantastic. I've never wanted to stray from it at all. And so I have a couple thoughts. My first thought is, well, I want to open this and see what it looks like. But maybe this could be my work planner. I'm not quite sure. I need to see how big it is, what the pages look like, because the best thing about the disc-bound system is you can just easily add pages, take them out, move things around, and you don't have to deal with the ring binder. And I don't know, I really like it. So I'm pretty excited to see what this looks like. So we will open it together. So it came in this really cute box on the outside. And it looks like here's an invoice, so I will move the invoice to the side. So it was $59.50, and it was free shipping worldwide. So $60, which I feel like is what I paid for my Marian Smith, or something very close to that. So I'm okay with that. I've sold off my Webster's Pages Color Crushes and my Franklin Coveys, and so I don't really have anything extra. I have my Lloyd's Term that I can do my DIY planner in. I have my Marian Smith, and now I have this. So the first thing that I'm seeing in here looks like this. It's what is this? Photo paper, it says on the back. Let's check it out. So it looks like a sticker. It's definitely a sticker, and it looks like just a monthly calendar. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, I would assume this is like January of 2017, but I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe this will make more sense once I actually open the package. So this is in there for January and February of 2017. And then inside, I will pick this up, is this really cute box. So cute box on the outside, cute box on the inside. Whoa. Oh, okay. Let's see, let's move this to the side. And now it is in this box. This was just laying loose in the box. And so this is the single, let's see if it will focus. This is the single punch. Oh, I wonder if I need to change this setting on my camera. Can't change it now. The single punch for the disc-bound system, if you can see that. And so this is meant, I guess, to go with you. I'm kind of interested. Here's just a note of what I need to do for work tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Just on a straight up old school Post-it. Yep, there it is. You can see that. So punched it out, no problem. The hole punch works. You know, I'm looking at this, and I actually have my ARC notebook here at home, and so I think I'm going to compare and see if like it's interchangeable. Because what I really hope happens is that I can use this for work. So this box just looks like this, and it slides open. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So now it's wrapped in this tissue paper that's pretty, and it has a cute little sticker. And now I'm going to open the tissue paper. It is substantial feeling. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is gorgeous. Holy cow. So, wow. Let's just take a look at this, shall we? I hope that it's coming across to you. It is definitely a rose gold color. I have a pen that has a rose gold nib. Let's see how close it is. Is this in rose gold? Yeah. I have a watch that's rose gold. I could get that. That is pretty darn close. I would say that this actually seems like a little more coppery color. Is this rose gold? Now I'm having, yes, that is rose gold. This is actually kind of a little bit more of like on the pink side, but that's totally fine with me. It is super shiny, and it's got like a texture to it, definitely. It's a vegan leather, so it's cruelty free. It's really metallic and shiny. You can even see like the reflection of my camera there. That is gorgeous. The stitching it matches it perfectly. I got it with the snap closure, but you can also order it with an elastic closure. I could never see a good picture of the elastic, and it looked almost like a yellowish color to me. They said something like fog gold or whatever. I just thought I knew this would look nice. I was intrigued by the the elastic, but I knew this would look nice. So it's got like a nice gold button with a D. And the back is gorgeous. Wow. This is really pretty. This is prettier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so let's open it. Nice snap. Wow. I love how shiny it is. So inside, let's take a look. It's white, and there's a little pouch here. That is pretty darn cute. I wonder if you can... No, the punch is way too big to put in that pouch. But little pouch here. And it's really nicely finished, even like on the edges of the pockets. And it has a little bit of a gusset to it, so you can lift it up. And it's gold. And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots. And I would imagine they're of varying depth, height. All the pockets are really nicely finished, and then there's I'm going to put this camera down. There's a secretarial pocket right here. I love this color. I can't even get over it. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so then the rings. So the rings are metal. I think they're aluminum, and they're a rose gold color, and they have a hole through them, which I just think is so cute because my work planner is very boring. It's just straight up black rings, black everything. But this is adorable. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it looks like this planner just slides right into, it just slides into this cover. So this is the actual cover itself. It just has a slip pocket back here, and it has another full-length pocket here. Here is, I would guess this is what the elastic is going to look like. It's kind of like a beigey pink color, and that seems to be what it looked like to me in the pictures. So I don't know if that's for sure what it is, but I like that it has an elastic pen loop so that you can actually fit a pen in there. Let's see. Here, a retro 51. Oh, easy. Fits in there, no problem. Let's check out something a little fatter than that. That's not gonna be a good comparison. Let's try this Papermate Inkjoy. It's a multi-pen. It's got a little bit of a rubberized grip. That's what's sticking on this, but the diameter would be no problem. So that would fit even like a multi-pin. Very cool. The cover is gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. And now let's take a look at the planner. So the planner itself is like this. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rings. So I'm going to check my ARC notebook and see if it also has 8 rings. I feel like it has more than 8 rings, and so that may be an issue. We'll see. And so it just has these hard plastic covers that are clear and a little bit frosted. You can see that on the front and on the back. So I'm just going to walk you through this because the pictures on the Love Doki site, they're intriguing enough that makes you want to buy it, but I don't know. I just felt like I was definitely taking a gamble, but I thought I'm going to take the gamble because I really want to see like what is on every page. What does everything look like? So that's what I'm going to show you. And I'm seeing it for the first time as well. So you have this beautiful little cutout. That's pretty cute. It's stuck together. So it's definitely like a gold foil kind of thing underneath this cardstock. No, it feels like plastic. It's plastic and like a foil under plastic. And that's just really pretty. And it's stuck together. So the first page is just for personal information. Maybe I'll lift this up so that you can see it a little bit better. And emergency contacts. I was definitely interested in the paper quality of this because I like to use all kinds of pens. They give you a 2016 yearly calendar, a 2017 yearly calendar. Sundays are in red or like a burgundy color, and Saturdays are in like a dark teal. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. The monthlies start, at least on this, on Sunday and end on Saturday. Which just until recently, oh, and they give you a 2018. Until recently, I didn't know that other countries started their monthly calendars on a Monday and ended on a Sunday. I have always, whenever I've made my own weeklies, and whenever I look at weeklies, that is absolutely what I prefer. That's what my brain thinks, like Monday's the start of the week, Sunday's the end of the week. But being in America, like, it also makes sense to me that on my monthly calendar it starts on a Sunday, and I can see why that would be confusing. And I suppose if I had to make a choice, I would prefer everything to start on a Monday, but that's okay. Nobody has to choose here. just a planner musing that I hadn't really thought about before. So then you have your first, I don't know, this looks like maybe, oh, it's your first divider. And it's, it could definitely be laminated to be, you know, further reinforced, but it's kind of like a plasticky covered on one side piece of cardstock, and up at the top is your January tab. So another thing about this is that the tabs run all the way around so that you can always see all the tabs, and you can see it's very reflective. The gold is really pretty. I love gold and silver and all of the beautiful metals. So top tabs for January through May, and up at the top the layout looks like this. They give you the previous month, this month, or what would have been January, that's now over, and this month. And then there's a box for special occasions, goals, remember, and birthdays. The paper quality feels like nothing special. It feels pretty average. I doubt that it would take a heavy flow of a heavy flow of ink very well, but I'll try it and we'll see how it goes. I could be wrong. You definitely have to try before you know, can really say for sure. So this is what the monthly looks like, and the monthly does start on a Sunday, and it's in that same burgundy, and then a Saturday it's like in a greenish color. The rest of it is in blue. It's pretty cute. It has these little like, it looks like the little Martha Stewart dewdrops, and the date is already pre-printed, and then there's a side for notes. I was kind of disappointed this came in pre-printed. I was really hoping for undated inserts because then I would feel absolutely no guilt in not using the inserts, but that's okay. I can reconcile that for myself. And this is what a weekly looks like, and so it is definitely my preference. It starts on a Monday, and then it has the Saturday and Sunday over here in that same color code, so I kind of like that. That's consistent. Up in the top you have a monthly calendar and then a side for notes, and it is a vertical orientation, and so what you have is, I think you can see this like up in the top, it looks like a little rising sun, and then a full sun, and then a moon, so that's obviously indicating morning, noon, and night. I am not really a vertical planning kind of person, so I don't know how this is going to go for me. I may try it. I will try it and see how it goes, but typically that has not worked out for me. And I certainly don't think about my days in morning, noon, and night. That's never how I think of my days. It's always like work and then after work. And for work, I have a whole separate planner for that. So I have that area. So really all I put in this, or in my personal planner at home, is like after work and weekends. So I don't really need to delineate like morning, noon, and night, but we'll see. I'm not going to feel too guilty if I don't use these inserts, because really I just wanted the rose gold binder and rings, but we'll see. So it goes through like that, and then on the very last page it has reflections, it says, and notes. And then we look at January, and it is predictably hearts, and it's very cute. I love how reflective everything is. That's my light overhead that you're seeing, but you can see my hands in there. So we flip to February, and it is the same setup at the beginning, and it looks like the same color scheme throughout the weeks. So now I will just show you the different dividers. It's the same end page. March has this cool chevron kind of looking pattern. Chevron, zigzags, I don't know. And it is the same. April, that is so pretty. It's this like, I don't know, this looks like flowery star kind of thing to me. And then we go to May. That is really pretty. It's like scalloped edges. And then now we go around the corner to June. And that is also very pretty. Triangles. And then we will go to July, which is a honeycomb pattern. And that is my little dog barking back there. August, that is so cute. Stars. September, my tab is a little bent for September. I don't know how I feel about that, but you have like a diamond pattern. And then we go into October, which is very cool, like a diamond, another diamondy kind of pattern. November. Oh, that's so pretty. Leaves. I like that. I was expecting like a shape, right? Well, I guess leaves are a shape, but you know what I mean. Oh, in December, it's gold snowflakes. That's really cute. That might upset you if you live in the southern hemisphere, right? Because it's the opposite. Sorry about that. Then, behind it, just without a divider, is contacts page. And it has a space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contacts: name, address, mobile, email, home, and birthday. And they give you 8 pages if you count front and back as 2. Then, without a divider again, there is something that says recipes collection. This is interesting. Okay, so it is a recipe book page, and up here it's got squares for difficulty, yumminess, I assume the name of the recipe, serves how many, cooking time, and there's little clocks like that you fill in. It's kind of interesting. Ingredients list, hints and tips, photos, nutritional value, and then your instruction page on how to actually prepare your recipe. So they give you 1, and they're back to back, 2, 3 of those pages, and then the last one has another set of instructions, so 3 recipe pages, and then behind that, without a divider, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 pages for notes, and those are front and back. Then behind that, without a divider, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 to-do list pages, and those are front and back, and they're in purple, and there's little hearts, and they're lined. Beyond that is just a white piece of plastic, and beyond that is this back cover, which is also supposed to serve, let's pull that out, It is also supposed to serve as a guide for you to punch holes. So if you, I would assume, I would have to practice with this, but it's got several guides. So it looks like if you slide your paper under here and under these to like get it even, then how does that work? Then you would just, I believe you're just supposed to punch holes, like line up the hole with this. So when you do, you're pretty much lined up with the holes. That was like the most incoherent description of anything. My apologies to you. I'm like looking at it and thinking it through, and I can see that there's a little, I don't know if that's going to show, there's a little like, little plastic guide right there that like points you towards the middle. So if I remember correctly, like reading or seeing or whatever, that if you line up the end of the heart, this might be hard to see because it's kind of see-through, but if you line up that point of the heart with that point on the punch, that you would be able to see if you saw it in real life. It's like a little plastic piece that's stuck up. That would perfectly align your holes so that you could punch and put a piece of paper in. But then there's also these little corners. So I guess you can use these to center various sizes of paper, would be my guess. And I believe this is A5. So I don't really know where these would go. This seems strange to me. Just throwing that out there. If you know like how that's supposed to actually go in the planner, please let me know, because I'm not really sure. And it's not like these are cut. It's like this whole sheet is just one solid sticker. So none of these are like cut in squares, like you would take off these little stickers and like put them over another date or something. It's kind of bizarre to me. So if you know how to use this, please let me know. I just wanted to compare it to, I want to compare a piece of paper because I'm hoping that this will be interchangeable with my Marion Smith planner. So I'm just kind of curious. So my first impression, the planner, the binder, this thing, the cover is incredibly gorgeous. These rings are beautiful. I like the little, gold foil dividers and all of that. But the planner itself is meh. It's not that exciting to me, the way that the calendar is set up, but I kind of knew that going in, that the vertical orientation wasn't really for me. I want to pull out a piece of paper and just kind of see how this size paper compares to the size piece of paper in here. So with these disc bound systems, it's really easy. You just pop them out. And you want to be kind of careful, especially because this paper doesn't feel like it's super high quality. So the little things kind of bend sometimes. So when I hold up this piece of paper, let's flip it over. If I hold it up together, it looks like the Marion Smith paper is just a hair longer. You can kind of see that right there. And the Doki paper is wider. It's certainly wider. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm now interested to kind of see like the orientation of the holes versus the disc ones. So you could easily like tape over and punch your holes in something that's already punched for a 6-ring binder. This kind of gives you an idea. It looks like 2 of the holes sort of align with the disc bound punch. And when I look at the back, you can see that the rest of them don't really. That'll be interesting to see how something like this actually does fit in there, because I much prefer this insert and the setup that I have in my Marion Smith planner. I wouldn't put like recipes and stuff in here. I mean, it's a cute page, but it's not usable for me. And so I'm now just trying to think how I would set it up so that I could have what is in my Marion Smith planner transferred into here, because this is just so pretty. It's not as simple as just like switching out your binders, because you have 2 different systems. You have this disc bound, and then you have the the rings. So I will think on it. I will certainly play around with it. It would be great if I could use this for school, for work. And that's something to think about, but it's not, I don't think it's big enough. Now I'm just thinking things through my head. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you ordered it and it hasn't yet come, well, maybe you just got a sneak peek. If you were thinking about it and you were on the fence, maybe now this helped you to make a decision. I think it's beautiful. It's so pretty, and I'm sure that they're going to sell, you know, future inserts, and if not, I mean, in the planner community, you know, you can always just buy whatever inserts you want and punch them yourself. And I will, when I like kind of go through this and think things through and revisit it, I'll let you know if the arc punch works for this. I'm sure that it will. Actually, I can look right now, because let's be real, I'm not going to punch everything with one single punch. That is just not practical. Let's see. So this would make transferring things so much easier, because you have a big old hole punch that can punch a bunch. Punch a bunch. So let me pull this out again. And let's see, how would this set up? These are probably things I should have done. Well, I just opened it with you, but these are probably things that I should do on my own. So if I'm looking at this arc punch, how would that orient? Because this has a slide, and you can slide it to, you know, whatever size you want. So I'm sure that it will work. And it's not, the junior size of the arc punch has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the full size has 11. So it's definitely not going to be interchangeable with my school binder, because this has 8. But I can orient it so that it does punch 8 at a time. It's just not on one of the preset settings. So let's actually see if that works, because it looks like it will, but that doesn't mean it actually will. I'm glad you've come along with me on this planner unboxing. It's turning into quite the little journey, because my brain is just like thinking things through, like, oh, how could I do this? How could I do this? Actually, I don't even know if I need to punch. I just pulled out a full-size arc piece of paper, and I'm just going to see if the space of the holes will actually fit in, because look, the holes are different for sure. The Love Doki book, it definitely looks, it has more of like a rounded top, and there's more space, whereas if you see the arc, when you compare it, is a little bit, it's not as like bulbous. That makes sense. So let's try it and see. Alright. So I'm just going to slide these on here. Okay, so the spacing works, but it's a pretty tight fit around the actual rings, because you see the Doki book rings, or the Discagenda rings, they do have like a bigger lip around them than the arc. And so to turn the page, it's just a tight turning page. It's not as fluid as turning like one of these, because there's just more room around this edge. So it will work with the arc punch. You could cut down paper if you wanted that was already pre-punched for the arc, but if you look, I think you can see. Do you see, like, here's where the arc paper ends, and then this continues, you know, further out. So it's just it's a little bit different of a design, different enough that you would notice that it was not made for that, but it's workable. You can clearly see I'm able to turn the paper, and maybe it would be better if I had more than one piece, but it is different enough that you will notice that it probably wasn't made specifically to go with this. So I think that means that you might be stuck with having to single punch everything, which, you know, I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, let's try it out. I want to now try with that page in the back. This has turned into a much longer video than I anticipated. If you're still with me, thanks. I hope you're enjoying the ride. Alright, so let's pull this out. And let's see. So these guides, I assume that these little guides on the side are for smaller pieces of paper so that you have a way to like center them. Otherwise, you would just put your paper here. Let's try it. And I'm going to line up. It's going to be really hard for you to see because we're looking at white and like frosted plastic and then black with a little tiny plastic piece there that I'm going to line up with the heart. I'm going to punch. One thing that's kind of annoying is that it doesn't have a little place to catch the punched out paper. That would have been nice. So I'm just going through these blanks and I'm lining it up with the hearts. Okay. Let's go a little further, a little closer. Go. And so that is the guide, which is interesting because look, it's not cut. Which, why didn't I notice that from the very beginning? That's really bizarre. Okay, so maybe what it's telling me is with these guides, I need to, because look, I punched that whole thing, didn't even notice. Maybe what that's showing me is I need to have my paper here. So that is my husband coming home. I think that's what I need to do. So what I've done, you know what, I'm going to come back and I will finish this video later and show you how to use this because I think I figured it out. So I hope you have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.